Today we're looking at how long you would survive under certain circumstances, starting with being born. Which, if you're watching this video, you have done this. And the average survival time for someone being born is 75 years.
That seems pretty high. I think that's probably in more developed countries. 75 years is the average, but also women live longer than men. So we're screwed, guys.
The global average age for human death is around 72 to 77 years, Alec.
75 being in the middle.
That is actually spot on.
That's literally
for the rest of the video, guys. Do not
hot start for Alec.
Do not believe anything that I say.
Yep.
So you're telling me I'm already 1/3 through my life?
Yes, Jack.
Ah!
It's setting in. It's really setting in. And this is like the highest. It could get lower. Next up, we have 75 years you would survive without a phone, which is the same as having a phone or just being born, guys. You can survive without your phone.
I don't believe this because there have been so many times in my life where I probably would have died without a phone because I don't know how to get from point A to point B without using GPS. And I also don't know sometimes how to speak the language in different countries. So how would I do that without my phone? I would get lost out there and I would probably die.
You would not die.
You would be fine, Jack. And so would you. Get off Roblox.
How do I get my money? What if I lose my wallet? My phone is the only way that I can buy flight tickets.
Oh my God. We've lost Jack.
Next up, apparently you can only survive for 30 years if the only thing that you eat is McDonald's.
I'm gonna call cap on that one because I'm pretty sure I watched a YouTube video about this guy in Wisconsin that has eaten McDonald's every single day. He gets a Big Mac and he's like 77 years old.
Yeah, but does he only eat McDonald's or he just eats McDonald's every day?
He just eats McDonald's every day, like it says.
So he could eat other stuff.
Yeah, this also might just be an average as well of 30 years. Like maybe that guy is an anomaly and managed to make it 70 years, but maybe most people who eat McDonald's every single day only make it around 30 years.
I wonder how many studies have been done on McDonald's consumption every single day.
Well, if anyone out there wants to do a pizza consumption,
I'll do McDonald's.
I'm your guy.
Scientists watching, please. I'm willing.
Are you sure? You're dropping your lifespan by considerably 45 years.
Nah, I'm fine.
Okay, we're really dropping down. Right now, we're going all the way to only 50-day survival time without pooping. Drug mules often withhold stool to avoid being prosecuted.
I wonder what happens. Like, do you just explode eventually because you have so much poop in your belly? Or how, or do you just like die? You're like, oh, too much poop. Body shuts down.
I always thought it was one of those things where like your body will force you to do it. Like if you're underwater and then you need to breathe, your body's not gonna let you just drown. You're gonna try to swim up to breathe. Just like if you need to poop, you're gonna poop.
Well, what if they like sew your butt shut? Like they make it impossible to poop. That's probably what it's talking about.
Who is they?
What a genius idea for like a torture method. Like back in the day, I could totally see that happening.
Why are we calling this genius? This is devilish.
Well, it's for torture, Jack. It's not gonna be good.
You guys need Jesus in your lives. Next up,
we got a survival time of 40 days, and this is 3.5 teravolts of radiation. Does anyone know what that means?
I'm assuming it's like if there's a nuclear explosion and then the different nuclear areas that are impacted. I'm assuming like if there's like just certain spots that you only will survive for 40 days if you're in that radioactivity zone.
Yeah, okay. How far? So if you drop a nuke, how far away do you think you'd still get the 3.5?
It depends how big the nuke is.
3.5 SV of radiation. That's a very high level of exposure. So it's saying that you're like decently close to the impact radius.
Yeah, you'd have to be. 40 days is nothing.
You'd be like in a slow microwave for 40 days straight until you're just dead. Next up though, apparently you can survive for 21 days without any food. For this one, I'm pretty sure it matters how fat you actually are because your body starts eating your fat. So if you're, let's say, like, think like Adam, for example, and you're like 400 pounds, you could probably last like 90 to 120 days without any food. But if you're like Jack and you're in like tip-top shape and have like a fully defined six-pack without any fat on you whatsoever, then maybe you only last like a week. Who knows?
I saw this one documentary and this guy, he didn't eat for 365 days. And he went from 600 pounds all the way down to 300 pounds.
Did he perhaps like drink smoothies though, or was it like did he have any?
It was just water, but he like had electrolytes in the water.
Okay, yeah, see, so that is a lie.
Gandhi survived 21 days with only a few sips of water while he was in prison.
Yeah, okay. I'm glad we got top-notch scientists on this one, guys. We got
cheers to that.
What the heck is this next one? You could only survive 11 days with the coronavirus? What? Nah.
That's definitely not true. I think everyone got corona and like barely statistically anyone really died.
Yeah, right. They're saying 6% of cases become critically ill. So I guess if you're critically ill, and also if you have a predisposition to dying, then yeah, 11 days and you're gone.
Everyone has a predisposition to dying.
That's true. Next up, survival time of 10 days if you eat a poisonous mushroom. I don't know which one. Apparently, Amanita phalloides is a pretty bad one because you're gonna be dead in 10 days.
It says that you keep feeling better, then sick, and then your insides are slowly liquefied. Oh my god.
So at the beginning, it probably feels so good though. Imagine you feel like liquid.
You feel that your insides turn to liquid? I can't imagine that feels good at all. Next up though, you can only survive 10 days without sleep. Your metabolic rate may speed up and you will burn more calories, but then you also die. So I wouldn't recommend not sleeping.
There's gotta be a world record for most time awake for somebody.
There is. Someone streamed it on Twitch.
How long?
Yeah, I forget.
I gotta look that up.
I think it was like 100 hours. I forget though.
The longest is 11 days without sleep. They used to do a lot of experiments about this actually back in like the 50s and the 60s, just to test the human body, and they would give them different drugs to make them stay awake, the test subjects. But yeah, somebody in 1964 survived 11 days without sleeping.
He probably went insane after though, because sleep is so important to keep your sanity and stay like normal in the brain.
Well, apparently after a while, yeah, you will start to hallucinate. You'll start to feel drunk. Your brain will actually turn itself off, even though you technically are still awake. It'll go into like a pseudo sleep because it needs to regenerate some of the stuff that happens when you're sleeping. And then after, I want to say like 4 or 5 days, then you just have full on psychosis and you're going to hear things that aren't there. You're going to see things that aren't there. You're going to say, hi, mom, welcome home. And your mom's going to be in China and she's not even going to be there.
Yeah, your mom's been dead for 30 years.
No, she's in China.
Well, that'd be a fun way to see your mom again if it's been a while.
That's insane.
Anyway, you can only survive 7 days without water.
Yeah.
Would you guys rather die to starvation or die to no water?
Dehydration?
Option C, in my sleep peacefully.
That's a nice one.
I'd rather die to starvation. You know that feeling when you just need water? Oh my god. Water.
I think SpongeBob says that.
Next up, survival time of 7 days that you will die from food poisoning if it doesn't resolve on its own. This is very extreme cases of food poisoning.
I actually didn't know food poisoning could be deadly. I've gotten food poisoning before and I just poop a lot.
Wait, Alec, can you say the word poisoning real quick?
Poisoning?
Oh, okay.
Now say food.
Food.
Now say food poisoning.
Food poisoning.
Okay.
You were
saying it so weird. You were.
Oh, my bad, guys. My bad. Hey, that happens.
Yeah.
Alex French.
All right. Next up is you would only survive 4 days if you hold the little pee-pee. You can't go with the pee-pee and the poo-poo.
Wait, what is that image? Is that his pee or is that his PP?
Is that no swimming? I don't know.
Is that Conor McGregor? Guys.
What?
What? No, chill. Stop.
Anywho.
I think the longest that I held a pee in for was in Mexico when we were going to a resort shack, and I held it for like a 2-hour car ride.
Why'd you get all quiet? Where's this going?
I just felt like it gets to a point where it actually hurts. Like you'd rather keep it in than pee because it hurts so bad. Then when you finally pee, it hurts from the inside. So I can't even imagine 4 days.
Neither can I. I have a very tiny bladder. I probably pee like 10 plus times per day. There was a one time when I was on a bus ride from my house to the airport and I really had to go, and it got to the point where I actually got off the bus and I was walking around like this because I couldn't feel my kidneys, so I walked like this to the bathroom, and then I think I sat there for like a good 30 minutes, and it was like Niagara Falls.
He had to sit there.
I couldn't stand. I could not stand up. I had to sit.
Oh my god, Jack sits to pee. That's crazy.
It's actually a lot less messy.
Yeah, that would have been crazy.
Oh, this is a fun next one. You can survive for 28 hours if you hang upside down. And this is why when people were crucified, like 90% of the time they would do them upright. But sometimes they would crucify people upside down and then they would die way quicker.
Hey, yo.
Start the timer!
Oh, wait, everything I just said apparently is a lie because the next one's Crucifixion and you die quicker than 28 hours.
Well, Alec, that's because they're bleeding.
I don't think so. I think it's because their heart failure and their compressed lungs.
Oh.
I'm already feeling kind of dizzy from that, guys.
I think that's cap, I swear. I'm pretty sure you survive longer from that.
When's the last crucifixion that happened where they would have this type of information?
Crucifixion was a slow death and lasted several days. See, I'm literally smarter than this video. What are you saying 24 hours for? Oh my god.
You don't even know how
it's
to
only
say the
24
word.
hours if it's only 24 hours if you're upside down, or if they put your hands higher than your head. That'll get you good too. But if they're straight out this way, you're good for a couple days.
You don't even
Just
know.
saying.
You don't even know how to say the word poison.
The last Crucifixion was April 18th in 2025.
What?
They did it in the Philippines.
Philippines! The only thing worse than doing that to somebody is giving somebody a rattlesnake bite, because the survival time is only 21 hours. Only 1 in 736 patients who are bitten actually die.
You got it wrong, Adam. You got it all wrong. It's a rattlesnake bite, okay?
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like fun. But there are cures to it, so I think the only way you'd really die is if you can't get to a hospital in time.
I actually heard that if a rattlesnake bites you, that if you actually bite it back and kill it, that you'll be fine.
No, you gotta suck out the poison. You bite it, and then you suck your own blood and get the poison out.
Aren't you sucking the poison with your mouth? Isn't that going?
No, and then you open up the snake's mouth and you spit in the snake's mouth, make it swallow it, and then it dies to its own poison.
Is this real? Because I'm gonna write this down.
Circle of life.
That's what the Hawk Tuah girl was talking
Real
about.
question, I'm being serious. Is peeing on it an actual method of stopping the poison?
No. I read that it's actually not good for anything.
No, but it is good to pee in a sink because you save water. Next up, we have, you can survive for 16 hours at the top of Mount Everest. Wait,
Wow.
that's it?
Yeah.
I feel like this is very dependent on like what you're wearing, how much food you have.
Oxygen's super low up there too.
Well, what if I bring enough oxygen for 24 hours?
You wouldn't be able to.
Dude, I don't understand what is killing you, because people hike that all the time.
It's the oxygen and the cold.
Yeah, but you can wear clothes, you can start a fire.
What
There's
about
not
the
enough
oxygen?
to breathe?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, but
You have to wear masks
I
when
don't
you get
know.
up there.
That sounds silly.
The internet is saying that if you're at the absolute summit, which is the top of Mount Everest, you can only survive for 30 minutes before you will die from literally, even if you have anything. If you have oxygen, if you have stuff, like you're gonna freeze and you're gonna run out of air.
That's what I just said.
But 30 minutes?
That's crazy. Wait, so anyone who says that they hiked Mount Everest didn't actually hike Mount Everest? Like, they hiked half of Mount Everest.
What are you talking about?
No one makes it to the top.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they make it to the top quick and they get out. That's why so many people die when they do it.
Yeah, but that 30-minute timer isn't like just once you put your foot on the top. It's like, I'm sure the more you go up, it's like, okay, now I have 1 hour, but I'm still going up. Now I have 20 minutes. Oh my God, I'm still going up. Now I have 5 minutes left and I just made it to the top. Now I gotta get back down. No way.
Let's see. So the latest camp that you are actually able to safely be at is called Camp 4, and it takes climbers 7 to 12 hours to get up to the peak.
Is that at the peak? Oh, it's 7 hours before the peak.
Yeah, 7 hours from the camp to the peak. You have to travel upwards about 3,000 feet.
Shenanigans.
Oh my gosh.
Bulligans, if you will. Next up, if you get buried alive, you can survive for 5.5 hours. That's way more than I thought, to be honest, because I feel like there's no air, and then you would die from suffocation. But no, you can survive for 5.5 hours.
I guess that does make sense if you're in a nice, roomy coffin, that you will have enough air for a little bit.
At least you died peacefully. It said you'd be sleepy and you die peacefully.
Doesn't seem peacefully to me at all. It's pitch black, just yourself, and then you lose oxygen.
Do I have my cell phone?
No, you have nothing. You're butt naked.
Okay, if I die, please don't bury me butt naked. Put me in, like, I don't know what I'm wearing that day. And then also, give me my phone, just in case it's a false alarm.
You gotta make a phone call down there. Play some Roblox in your last couple minutes.
Hey guys, I'm actually alive. Please help. I got 5.5 hours.
Now, if you guys thought 5.5 hours was quick, you actually die quicker if you drink bleach, which I wouldn't recommend. Not a very smart idea, but you die in 4 hours.
I drink bleach, never, but sometimes I put it in my eyeballs after I see something weird.
4 hours is long. I thought people that drink bleach die quick. I thought that's why they drink bleach.
Well, it's like you poison yourself.
Yeah. You have to drink it for 4 hours straight?
Maybe if you drink like a gallon of bleach, you die in like 30 minutes, maybe? I don't know.
What was the one challenge? Like the Tide Pod challenge?
Yeah, people were faking doing that. It wasn't even real, I don't think.
Thank God. That's
But
awful.
some people would,
faking it?
yeah, people would make fake Tide Pods, then eat it, and then they would say that they were real.
Why didn't you tell me that 5 years ago?
Well, I thought it was funny if you did it.
Jack did it for real.
We can do the Tide Butt Challenge next.
All right, next up, you'd only survive 15 minutes if you have a severe allergic reaction. So that's why the EpiPen is so important for those people that like eat peanut butter. Oh, I can eat peanut butter.
I've had several very severe allergic reactions in my life, and it is very scary because you feel really sick, like you have the flu, and then your throat starts to close up, so you can't really breathe anymore.
Yeah.
Don't say yeah like you know. You can't relate to that, Adam.
No, Adam has asthma, so he knows.
I struggle breathing on the daily, so I get it.
That might be your diabetes. I'm not sure.
No. Adam's nose is similar to like a blue whale, where it's like a big opening but small actual hole where the air goes through. It's like a funnel.
Right. Yup. Okay, moving forward. You can survive for 10 minutes in deep underwater. We've actually watched a couple of videos of this of people who scuba dive, and when you get to certain depths, it starts to feel like you're drunk, and then you're like very delusional, and the next thing you know,
Yep.
GG.
They should really clarify how deep we're talking here.
It says deep.
Because like that could be the deep end of a swimming pool, which is 8 feet. That could be deadly.
Jack, that's not deep.
To a baby, that's probably deadly.
Yeah, I fell in the water as a baby, and then my uncle asked my dad. He was like, "Hey, I didn't know Jack could swim." And then my dad was like, "Oh," and then he dived in and then saved me.
It's dove. All right, what's next, Adam?
Next is you can only survive 10 minutes in freezing temperatures below 30 degrees Celsius. That is due to this word called hyperthermia.
Not true. That's not true.
What?
For me, at least, I can survive.
Negative 30 degrees Celsius.
All you have to do is just flex all your muscles, specifically your booty cheeks, and you're good. You just do this. And then your whole body stays warm. It's like, it's really that easy.
Please go to Mount Everest and try that at the tippy top.
Did you guys know that there are indigenous people in the Arctic Circle that live there in these conditions?
See, Adam? I don't know why you doubt anything I say anymore. Like, I've been right every single time. It's not that hard.
They are masters of the cold climate. They actually have evolved over the years to have like thicker skin, and they have like more fat than most people.
Adam, you'd fit in perfectly over there.
The next one, you'd only survive 3 minutes if you start choking on food. Jack, don't even start. Jack, don't play around with this.
Imagine Jack dies right now and his cause of death is choking on nuts. I actually don't think I would save you because that's too funny. It's too funny of a gravestone meme.
I'm doing fine, guys.
Choked on nuts.
This mainly happens to children and elderly people, and the brain would die after 3 minutes because lack of oxygen to the brain.
Yeah, that's why I've learned the Heimlich maneuver, so that if any of my friends or siblings are choking, I can just give them a Heimlich.
Yep. Alec and I practice that at least 2 times a week.
Yeah, it's all in the hips. Next up, we have, it takes 3 minutes to die to cyanide. Cyanide poisoning.
What do you?
No, I was laughing at what I just said earlier.
Oh.
Cyanide is a poison that is used to kill people. A lot of assassins have used it. It's very deadly, and it's apparently easy to sneak into like people's drinks. And yeah, it'll get you in about 3 minutes.
Is this the stuff in movies where they have a tooth? They have a fake tooth with cyanide in it, and then if ever they get compromised, they break the tooth, and then they die.
They might use cyanide. Yeah, that could be. But that's not just movies, Adam. That's a real thing. That's based off of real things. It's in case soldiers get kidnapped. This way, if they're getting tortured, so that they don't give up any info, they just kill themselves. I mean, they end themselves.
Oh my gosh, that's
Yeah, pretty sad.
Pretty sure you can make it if you get a bunch of apple seeds.
I'm sure ChatGPT would teach you how to do that.
I'm not gonna do that. Next up, guys, you would only survive 2 minutes by being boiled in water.
I really hope it's lower than that. That sounds like the worst 2 minutes of existence, dude.
Some people just throw crabs into boiling water. They're alive for 2 minutes in there?
No way. It's gotta be shorter than that, dude. 2 minutes is insane. That was only 3 seconds.
It's so scary to think that this has actually probably happened to lots of people over the course of human history.
Oh yeah, and there's,
Yeah.
I mean, that's bad, but there's definitely way worse torture methods that people came up with over the time. It's sad to even think about.
We just came up with 2 this video. One was sewing a butt. That would have lasted 50 days of torture.
And if you thought that boiling in water would take a while and was terrible, how about 2 minutes on Mercury? You're dead. You're dead. It has extreme temperatures. I don't even know that it has oxygen at all to breathe. Like, the atmosphere there is probably so different from Earth. I think 2 minutes is a lot, if I had to guess. But that would be a cool way to go. Like, if all the ways I could die, dying on Mercury sounds pretty cool.
I'm pretty sure Mercury has a sweet spot too, where you can maybe survive longer if you had a spacesuit.
Yeah, like right in the middle. Good point.
Next up, you'd only survive 1 minute being burned alive.
That is my worst nightmare, I think. That is terrible. But actually, they say that if your like house is on fire or whatever, most times people pass out from the smoke and lack of oxygen, so that when they actually do burn, well, it's not because of, so when they actually do burn and die to the fire, they don't even feel it. because they're passed out.
I wonder what it feels like to get burned alive. It's probably like a pretty crazy sensation, right?
Whoa,
No,
Jack. Whoa,
I'm sure
Jack.
I'm sure it's like walking on Legos. Yeah.
I wonder what it feels like, because after a while, probably like it starts to feel like a bunch of nothing, because you're just on fire.
Yeah, your nervous
No,
system
because
would
you're
go into
dead.
overload.
It's actually a good thing to be on fire. A lot of people like say, like, if you're doing good, like, hey, that guy's on fire.
That's a good point.
I think you're ice cold right now, actually.
Oh.
Some terrible
People
takes
say
on
that
Jack.
too. Ice in my veins. Next up, it'll take you 1 minute to die if you shove a fork into your electrical socket.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that.
This is actually a really good reminder because I kind of forgot. Like, if somebody's in the middle of getting shocked, you shouldn't touch them because all of that electrical current goes to you.
No, you gotta tackle them. Like if someone's grabbing onto something, you don't just like slowly just push them. You sprint as fast as you can and tackle them because you'll get shocked for like a second, but at least you knock them off and then you both get knocked off together instead of just touching them.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. Next up though, apparently you survive for 40 seconds if you get hanged.
Unless your name is Alec, because if he tries to hang himself, the entire wall just breaks and he'll survive.
It's honestly so easy to survive. You just do this.
So can't you just like grab and just like pull yourself?
No, they tie your hands behind your back, stupid.
Dang it!
Who is they? Who is they?
Have you guys never like, been hanged? Like, this is
No!
this applesauce and
Who is
guys
they?
here.
I could probably bite my way out of it.
No, well, actually, I thought it would have been way quicker than 40 seconds because if you choke someone out, you can choke them out in 5 seconds if you do it right. But also, a lot of times when you get hanged, you drop like a couple feet and then your neck snaps, bang. And then you're cooked like almost instantly. 40 seconds seems like there was a malfunction in the hanging.
Wait, oh my gosh. So in the United States, a secondary method of execution in New Hampshire is hanging. But this is only for people that that had the death sentence before 2019, because that's when they ended the death penalty in New Hampshire.
Bro, I just looked up how long do you survive a hanging and a suicide hotline popped up for me. It says help is available in big letters. Oh no.
At one point, hanging was the primary method of execution in the US.
So you can hang yourself for 30 seconds and that's just like, you're fine.
No. There's probably going to be severe lack of blood and oxygen to the brain, and then you'll have brain damage.
Okay, 15 seconds.
Maybe. Oh my God. 30 seconds in a volcano.
Okay, we're getting to the nitty gritty now. Next up, we got 30 seconds you'd survive falling into a volcano.
I would have thought it would have been way quicker. I mean, if it's real like lava down there, I think like 5 seconds.
Inching in, or is this like a full-on cannonball dive?
If you-
It's gotta be. I mean, you're falling in, so I'm saying you cannonball in there into
Directly
lava.
into the lava. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
lava killed the Terminator, guys. I mean, that is some real serious power. Next, out in space, you would survive for 15 seconds without a spacesuit. I also would think that this is way less because isn't there like there's like no pressure or something out there? It's actually freezing cold. I thought you would freeze instantly. I think this is a question Jack knows for some reason. Jack, you have the floor.
I think you're correct. However, your body's pretty resilient and it can adapt to situations. So I think that it will survive for a little bit. It's not like you'll be able to enjoy it because you're going to be out there frozen like a popsicle floating in outer space, but you'll still technically be alive for 15 seconds.
It's like only your
Yes.
eyeballs can move. You're just frozen, and for 15 seconds, you're like,
Yeah, pretty much.
And then you do a cannonball into a volcano.
Because as long as your heart's beating, you're still technically alive. Next up, you'd only survive 3 seconds in 9 Gs of acceleration.
I'm really surprised about that because fighter pilots, I believe, get up to 5 or 6 Gs, maybe even more. But apparently you die if you get up to 9. A lot of fighter pilots, actually, while they go through training, as they're training for that much G-force, they pass out. And there's a very specific tactic to actually not pass out. And you have to breathe like really hard in a specific tempo. It's like...
Jack does the same thing before he has to take a crap.
It's a very specific way to breathe
brace.
in order to not pass out. Okay, you guys can laugh at me. You can be like, oh, you're so silly. Whoop, whoop. It's true. Look it up. Everything I've said today has been true.
I believe you. I think they're probably talking about like instant G. Like if you went from like 0G to 9G or something, like you're probably gonna die. But if you work your way up to it, like fighter jets do, then you're probably gonna be like more fine.
9G is insane, Jack.
9G's crazy.
ChatGPT says that you could survive up to 17G.
Chat.
See, that's why Jack was so confident saying that, because he looked it up before he said that.
Nobody's surviving 17G.
I mean, if you're trained.
Wait, what do fighter jets get up to?
Fighter jets sustain 9 to 10 G for several
Alec,
seconds.
you idiot! I was going based off your
Darn it.
information.
That's the first thing I said that was
Oh
wrong all
my
day.
gosh, dude.
F1 drivers have survived crashes 60 to 80 G.
Okay, there's different G's then, because that's no way.
That's more like lateral G.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, would you guys say I'm a G or no? Am I 1G?
Top G. The highest survived G-force ever recorded was 179 G
What are we
from
even
a
doing?
race car driver.
We're talking about G's, Adam.
No,
You
this is
wouldn't get
it says lateral acceleration, Jack. That's horizontal.
Well, it seems like Jupiter has a ton of G's because on Jupiter, you would only be able to survive for 1 second. In fact, there's not even any surface or land. On Jupiter, you would just be falling through its atmosphere, then die in 1 second.
Nobody even knows what's at the center. Isn't that crazy?
I have a prediction. I think that there actually is land there.
Yeah, there's gotta be. There's no way that's just a floating gas, right?
That's what I think.
There has to be
Doesn't
something
make-
holding all the gas into like a planet-shaped form, into
I
an
agree.
atmosphere.
It's kind of like how my stomach holds in my gas, and then I let it out here and there.
Next up, only 1 second on Venus. It would feel like you are in a pizza oven until you vaporize.
Sounds kind of fun, actually.
noted.
That's a fun second.
And we've made it to the final one. Jack?
You die from Nuke Blast. Sorry, guys.
1
You
second.
can't survive that.
Makes sense.
That might be shorter. It might be quicker. If you're like standing on a nuke and it explodes, you're dead in 0.1 seconds. You're just fully exploded.
You
GG.
don't even die. You just disappear. Like, you don't even exist anymore.
Poof. Vaporized.
That's between 2 kilometers and 4 kilometers?
Yeah.
Wow. All right, that was that. If you guys enjoyed and want to see more, click right here.